hello. Oh, hey, everybody, I'm here. Fear not, they didn't kidnap me. I am still around. I was just finishing up my show for the Gold Bagel members of this channel. I have a Gold Bagel alert show every day before I start this show. And I started that show earlier, was hoping to start this one earlier, and I guess we are 7 minutes early, but a little later than I thought. Welcome all to the program. And we're keeping an eye, obviously, on what's going on in the markets. We were here last night. I don't know if you joined me last night, but we did go on last evening while the Asian markets were having their little conniption fit. And we were speculating last night whether Asia would be the big loser because they're catching up to Friday's activity. And then Europe would be down, but not as far down as Asia. And then the American market would open up and it wouldn't be down as much as Europe. And that is exactly what is happening this morning. The Asian markets did have their drop, 13% in Hong Kong, 7 or 8% in Tokyo. Yeah, I think they lost 5% to 7% to equal what happened on Friday in America. And then they added a few more percentage points on their own. Whereas European markets are going, okay, calm the hell down. We already had our sell-off on Friday before the Americans did. We're not going to be that bad off. And I think already it seems to be, to me, to be apparent that the Europe markets are moderating. We're down on the European markets, yes, but not 7, 8, 9, 10%. We're down 4.7 on the British market. German markets are off 4.7%, and that is higher than this morning. France is recovered a little bit, and elsewhere, Spain and so on. Talk out of Asia, though, is quite interesting. There's a speculation going around here about how do we respond to the Trump tariff thing. How are we going to work this? And they have come up, or there is talk out there, there's speculation out there that the easy way to do it is rather than wait for container ships to come from the United States with American goods, of which there are no T-shirts coming in from the USA, there are no ballpoint pens coming from America, there are no televisions coming from America. What's coming in from America? Well, why don't we go and just add a fee, a tariff, on every app that Apple adds on its page, and every app that is sold by any other software company in the United States, any digital product. You want to subscribe to YouTube? Put a 50% tariff on YouTube. Put a 50% tariff on movies. Put a 50% tariff on Netflix. Put a 50% tariff on everything digital from America, which we can do like this. Just touch a computer button, tax, 50% tax, tariff tax. Call what you want. Give it any name you want to give it. Preservation of European integrity. I don't know. There's talk there that, you know what, these Americans, they're not getting it. They're not. They see footage on their television screens, on their Asian televisions. They see footage of American people wearing red hats, okay, which says "Make America Great Again," in a farmer's field in Kansas, celebrating a rally from Donald Trump. That's what they're getting. That's the America they are being shown, okay? I know it's not you. It's probably not you. Maybe be a relative of yours. I don't know. In any event, they are seeing a version of America that a lot of Americans really are uncomfortable being displayed as America. But these folks are saying, these folks don't understand what tariffs really mean. They don't get it. They're so full of this guy's Kool-Aid. They're drunk on this guy. Why don't we just nail America where it hurts the most? The one area where the U.S. wins, accounting software, system software, high-end computerized software that really runs business. Why don't we just add 50% tariffs into our country and encourage our software people here in Switzerland, here in Germany, here in France and Italy, Belgium, the Netherlands, Finland, Sweden, you name it. Why don't we encourage our software people to produce software? Because guess what? The price of software just went up 50% overnight. Maybe that's how we should respond. This is the talk that you're not hearing. You're not going to get this from Fox News, okay? You're not getting anything like this from any of your news sources. They're pissed off over there. They're really upset. They're really frustrated because they don't like the fact that a trading partner arbitrarily just raises tariffs overnight, and now we're going to negotiate. The Europeans are not stupid, and they're not saps. They're going to look at the United States and go, let me get this straight. You guys are telling us, all of us, the rest of the world, how it's going to be, and you don't think we can talk to each other and figure out a way around you morons? This is what the administration is losing. They got the blinders on. The America is great again blinders. And it's just us, and it's nobody else. And, you know, we're God's greatest gift since the Second World War. Well, the Europeans are going, Second World War? That was 1945, moron. All those people are dead. Every soldier has died of old age. There's nobody left from the Second World War. There's no one left from the Korean War. What are you talking about? Vietnam veterans are in their 70s and 80s, for God's sake. Wake up to reality. It's 2025. Russia is invading Ukraine. And the Americans are saying, well, they're our friends now. The Europeans are pissed off. Every reason to be pissed off. Every reason to be upset at the United States. Because the U.S. is not a reliable trading partner anymore. You stabbed us in the back. What do you think America would do if the world at large said to the United States, we're charging you 50% tariff as a preemptive strike against you nailing us? You think the Americans would be happy with that? So, hey, good news. I know that a lot of you who are here, almost every one of you, you see right through this argument and you're going, Uncle Bruce, cut it out. We're not like that. We didn't want to pick a fight with the world. We didn't want our president to do that at all. But it's the administration and its his zealots and his zealot followers inside the West Wing that are putting this crap together. But I have news for these folks. You and your blinders are missing now what's coming at you from left field. And I can see where certain countries are just going to say, you know, we're relying too much on the United States for too much of our national security, or too much of our sophisticated software, or too much of this or too much of that. We have to develop our own. Or we should form partnerships here in our geographical area. We've got universities with kids coming out of it with engineering degrees, IT degrees, software specialists. Why don't we just develop our own business? And if we can make software much more expensive to buy by taxing it, we'll create our own homegrown business. In other words, Europeans are going to say, what can we do in Europe that will allow our industrialists to build new factories in Europe to produce product in Europe for European consumption rather than import product from somewhere else? Does that sound familiar to any of you about how America wants to build factories in the United States? Chinese are going, we have your factories. The Vietnamese are going, your factories are here. You built them here. You Americans built factories in Indonesia, in Vietnam, in South Korea, in China, in Taiwan, in the Philippines, in Malaysia. You built factories all over the third world, Asia, like Bangladesh, Pakistan, factories in India. You've got call centers in India. You Americans are the ones who used your money to come over here to our countries and make us encourage us to build factories to make your t-shirts, to make your sweatshirts, to make your running shoes, to make your gym equipment, to make your barbecue, Weber barbecues in your backyard. You go to Home Depot and you go to Lowe's and you go to Target and Walmart and Costco. You take a look at where stuff is made in. And it's American brand names, all made overseas. It's your fault. It's not our fault. That's what the rest of the world is saying to the United States, but no one's listening because people in the cornfield in Kansas or Oklahoma or in Illinois or Indiana who are going to a Trump rally don't hear that stuff. They're never going to hear that stuff from their news source because even if they heard it, they don't know what it means. And right now, the way to get elected in the USA, Canada, elsewhere, is blame all your problems on somebody else. And so immigrants are the problem. Communists are the problem. See, the communists were the problem in the 50s and the 60s. They were the perfect foil, even in the Vietnam War. Communists. Why are we fighting in Vietnam? Because of communism. Right. Now it's foreigners, it's immigrants coming in. That's the problem. If the United States, as a national priority, would encourage its business leaders to build factories in Guatemala, Costa Rica, El Salvador, all of Latin America, including more in Mexico, you wouldn't have people coming across the Rio Grande into the U.S. They'd stay home and go to work. But the jobs are also in the USA. And so there's that. Again, this is an argument I've made this a million times over. I don't want to bore you with it. You either believe it or you don't, and it's okay. But the bottom line is there are countries out there now talking about how can we put policies into place where we can build factories in our country and keep jobs here. Well, that's exactly what America is trying to do right now, or at least the administration is fantasizing about doing. Unfortunately, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna happen. I definitely can see. I can definitely understand an entrepreneur living in a home, small town America. You got a nice sized garage, and you put into your garage a couple of tables and a couple of counters and some small machinery, and you make something like this. You make a tweezer. You buy a chrome plated steel and you stamp out this piece here, and then you stamp out this piece here, and then you connect them here, and you make tweezers made in America in a small house, little home-based business, and then you try to sell these. Good luck selling these and making any money whatsoever. That is a business that is guaranteed to make hundreds of dollars a year. There ain't no money in this business. This business here, a little more complicated. You got to make this piece here. You got to make the little knob here at the back. You got to put the spring in there. You got to get the ink in there, the plastic, the holder. You cannot make this in America for what you can make this for in Bangladesh or Pakistan or South Korea or Indonesia. So there will be no factories in the United States making anything for your home office. The world has reacted to what America has wanted for decades, leading right up to today. And Americans, for the most part, have been winners. This is the thing that's misunderstood by most Americans, not most, but a certain segment of Americans, specifically those who voted for who. They're not globalists. They're nationalists, and they can't see outside their borders for prosperity for all. It's only prosperity for us. It's either we win or we lose. Rather than we all win, because Americans are the most entrepreneurial people in the world. Europeans are blown away by how individualistic Americans are and how crafty they are with finding a second job, or the second job you have is you do stuff in your garage and make money doing that. You repair cars on the side. You refurbish carburetors. You You refinish furniture for people. You go to garage sales, buy stuff, fix it up, and resell it. They're amazed at the entrepreneurship of Americans and how you have apps on your phones to resell stuff through Amazon and through eBay and through all the other apps. They're amazed. They're blown away. But then again, the skeptics will say, well, you see, in America, you have to do that because if you are relying on your full-time job, you're a sucker. Because your full-time job, unless it pays you $200,000 a year, you are broke in the United States. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You want to get ahead in the world, you've got to have more than your neighbor. You've got to make more money than your neighbor. And one way to make money is have a second job or have a side gig. And what is Uncle Bruce talking about? How about a side gig writing contracts, options on the market? Guilty as charged. Welcome to the program. In Europe, you've got jobs that pay reasonable salaries. They pay taxes, and then they have all kinds of government services. But in America, it's you pay a lousy salary, you pay your taxes, and you don't get all the government services that you get in Europe. Now you got to make more money on the side to get the services you really want. And you pay for a lot of stuff that you don't have to pay for in Europe, like university educations, healthcare, to name two. There you go. Anyway, here we are, kids, talking about making some money on the side. And what is this market going to do today? You notice where it's at right now? The Dow's down 700. We're not down 2,200 points like we were Friday. We're down 700. Right now, 692. We could have a dead cat bounce today. We could. But we have to get through the first hour of trading this morning. We have to get through the sell-off that is coming. And it might not be so nasty. I think we had a sell-off in the last hour on Friday that dropped us to 2,200 points lower on the Dow. And the other markets went down with it. Where here, we might be already coming out of it bit by bit here. There's also another thing to remember. There's $7 trillion plus in money market accounts right now. A lot of stock was sold in the last month. People other than you guys were listening to others saying, you may want to lighten your load on stocks right now. And there were a lot of people who did sell index funds and other ETFs and put the money into money market funds, which are ETFs. 7.3 trillion is in money market. And some of that money, maybe 10% of it, is looking for maybe to come back in the marketplace on Bargain Day. Is that today? Is it going to be tomorrow or Wednesday? There will be a Bargain Day. I don't know which one it is, and that will move markets. It'll move stocks. Anyway, we're down 578 on the Dow right now. That is the story here. We're dropping, but not like we were dropping on Thursday and on Friday. To recap where we're at right now, let's take a look at this market. Some of our favorites. I'm showing Rocket Lab down 137. I've got SoFi at 883 down 74. I see GameStop down $1.03 at 22.46. Over on Apple, we're off 478, and that is an improvement. Tesla's down 13.99. Microsoft down 560. Google down 250 a share. That's an improvement. Amazon down 398. Nvidia down 517. Meta down $13. Supermicro down 173 at 28.09. Looks a little better. Still down. 120 loss on ASTS at 1887. AI down 119. Palantir still down 575. MicroStrategy down $30 because of the Bitcoin drop this morning. Unity down 91 cents. Goldman Sachs down $19. I thought that was off $30 this morning. Cisco off 120. Netflix down 19.96. Pfizer down 87 cents. Arc Innovations down $2. IBM down 688 to $220. Uber down 192, HPQ down 48, Home Depot down 690, Vanik down 658, that's SMH. Adobe off 745, and Enphase is down 207 so far this morning. Dan Ives, the name Dan Ives may or may not mean anything to you. Dan Ives is an analyst with Wedbush Securities. Whenever you see him on any of the networks like CNBC or Bloomberg, you'll see him with maybe a fluorescent green blazer or a wild blue, light blue aqua blazer, wild dresser. The guy is a tech specialist. He downgraded Tesla and Apple last evening. But to give you an idea here, he was saying that Tesla's going to go from his target price of $550 to $315. That's still well above where it is now. He was talking about Apple from 325 target price down to 250 target price. So he's the first of many analysts who will downgrade certain sectors of stocks. The Magnificent Seven are going to be downgraded by all of Wall Street, but many of these guys won't even downgrade the stock to where they're already trading at. They'll do what Dan Ives is doing. They'll do, I'll take 10% off the top. You know, we're not going to hit a new all-time high on NVIDIA to 175. Okay, it'll be 135, or it'll be 145, but it won't be 175. Well, the stock's at 90 something, so what does it matter? But get ready for that. That's coming. Welcome everyone to the program. Stock Jockey Richard, Pukeburb, Chase, Big E, Andrea. Welcome all. Buongiorno. Thank you to RB, and Sharon is here. Welcome. Thank you all for joining me this morning. I can't keep up with all your commentary today. I do have a poll question on the go here to kind of get you thinking about this. I see the U.S. markets lower today, but higher by the end of the week on a dead cat bounce. 64% are saying, I think you're right. 178 of you have voted and said, yeah, I think we could be higher by the end of the week. The question, of course, is which stocks will be the winners and which stocks will be the losers by the end of the week, and how much higher will we be by the end of the week? That's the other question. 88 thumbs ups have come in. Thank you, everybody, for 88 thumbs ups. It's next to impossible to get people to give a YouTuber thumbs ups on a day like today. But if any of you are happy enough and kind enough to do that, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome all to the program. And as I say, I'm just waiting for the opening here myself. I would not be surprised if we do get a dead cat bounce on the go. I don't know by how much, but we'll see what's happening. And we'll see what gives. Mike, you're saying it truly. I've sold SoFi cash secured puts, all expiring Jan 16, 26. I sold them at 15 and 17 and 20. I've sold all those cash secured puts. I rode them while SoFi was still at 15, though, and I'm happy to hold and wait. A number of you here followed my thoughts on selling your SoFi shares as an example. Selling your SoFi shares and turning around and immediately writing cash secured puts. Some of you sold your SoFis as low as 12, 13, some of you in the 15 range, some of you were all the way up to 17, $18. But you all, if you did that, you all turned around and immediately wrote cash secured puts, and you were writing them at 15 as the stock was coming up, 17, 20s, 22s, some of you written even 25s. You're asking me from time to time, what do you think I should do, Uncle Bruce, with the stock sitting where it is, where the market is where it is? What should I do? I say again and again and again, if you have written cash secured puts on SoFi, Rocket Lab, and other stocks at higher prices, and the shares are down here, fold your arms. Just do this right here. Just dare them to make you buy the stock. Is the name of the game right here, right now. Dare them to make you buy back your stock. You have taken in $15 a share selling the stock. Then you took in $6 or $7 in premiums, so writing cash secured puts. You're sitting on $21 a share in cash right now. 22 in cash, whatever it is. You're offering 20 back, a $20 cash secured put, or $17 a share, $17 put. If you get exercised, you get exercised. If you don't, you don't. You're sitting on capital, there you go. You don't have to make a move. If you've written cash secured puts that die out in the month of April or May, right in front of us now, and you can write cash secured puts for January for same strike price or perhaps a lower strike price, but you can literally make a move that brings you more cash, then that's the way you want to go. If you've been making your money doing call credit spreads and put credit spreads, you keep up the good work. If you're finding, though, that you were writing put credit spreads on some of our favorites and they've dropped further than you expected and you didn't get a rollover done last week, you may want to now look at rollovers this week, not in the first 15 minutes of the opening, but give us a little time to open up here and settle out. But you may want to now look for rollovers that get you away from this Friday's expiry or next Friday's expiry out to May or June if necessary. But you might play a secondary game, and that is, okay, I've got a put credit spread on XYZ stock, and it's dropped way down here. Why don't I take a look at closing this put position out and rolling into a new put position, either a put position at a different strike, lower strike, or why don't I go to the call side and write call credit spreads and go forward into May, third Friday of May, and take a look if I can put together a call credit spread over there to replace the put spread I'm into over here. And if you're way out of the money, which is the strategy here, is to be way out of the money on a call credit spread because you're looking at the stock not reaching these levels again for quite some time, there might be a play there. Again, you're going to study your option chain. It's your job. It's what you're supposed to do. Keep on top of this market, and when you find an advantageous switch, you make it. Okay. Those of you buying back call credit covered calls, giddy up. It's covered call buyback day for sure. Every day it is that, and we'll see how this plays out. We're down 800 on the Dow again. Get ready for 200 and 300 point swings like nothing. It's a nothing burger. Remember, it's a 37,000 point index. 37,000 points. So 370 points is 1%. All right. So 100 or 200 point swings, absolutely no brainer to it. S&P down 120, NASDAQ down 424 points. The NASDAQ is down 2.4%. The S&P is down 2.3%. And Dow is indicating a 2.1 to 2.2% drop so far. But we don't open for a while yet. Another 40 minutes? We'll see how this plays out. Gold down $2 an ounce, and crude oil at $60.31 at this point in time. Welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you in the house. Those of you with some cash lying around, SoFi at under $9 a share. History has shown that that's a good deal. History, in my opinion, future history will show that the all-time high of SoFi of $18.42 will not be its high, and that's not even an all-time high. That was the 52-week high. I think we'll see higher highs than $18.42 going forward. However, not this afternoon, but at $8.88 or $8.90 or $9 or $9.20 or $9.50 a share, SoFi is a bargain. And if you're a long-time believer in SoFi, I think you're going to be very happy with your results. On the other hand, you don't have to buy SoFi whatsoever. You got $1,000 lying around. You can write a $10 cash secured put on your SoFi. Go to January 26 if you want and grab that premium up there. You'll probably be paid a couple of bucks. Nice percentage return on your money for a 7-month time frame transaction. You got 10 grand lying around, write $10 cash secured puts on SoFi. And you'll probably be made an offer to where you're going to buy back the stock at 7 something if necessary. And you're going to go, yeah, no problem. You're always going to keep writing contracts. Always, always, always. Okay. We'll be watching this non-stop as we always do. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning, James of the Misty Tree. How you doing? Carl, I'm growing vegetables in my garden. I can't afford to buy them. The man says, I read that Taiwan is removing tariffs to Israel, Vietnam, and India. Smart move. I see more of this coming. I see more of this kind of stuff where more and more countries will make deals with themselves and avoid the U.S. entirely. They'll still deal with America, not a problem, but they'll protect themselves elsewhere by offering zero tariff deals between other countries. This is smart, really smart business. Christina, I've closed out my GameStop positions Friday. I've got dry powder, baby. I'm ready to make money. Katie, you deserve the thumbs up, Bruce. You are not at fault for the market craziness. You didn't bring out these tariffs. There you go. Thank you. Welcome all. Charlie C., I have been here since 2020, and this ain't my first dip either. When crooked Biden and crackling Kamala got elected, the market dipped too. Stock markets hate uncertainty, adjust accordingly. There you go. Let's see. Man, I need to buy my GameStop calls back, but the stock won't stop going up. Well, maybe you get a chance this morning. I don't know. We're down, 92 cents on GameStop. That's about it. Anyway, there you go. Apparently, Aaron says, has anyone realized that Russia needs oil to be above $65 to pay its daily bills, workers and military? I'm not sure. Is that true? Interesting. Anyway, there you go. John Biscuit, I'm getting so desperate for cash now that I'm down to eating steak just twice a day. Jeff Glass, I wrote SoFi $10 26 cash secured puts Friday. I might write $7 cash secured puts today. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure you can do that. Always keep your eye on that possibility. Hey, if you can take a $20 cash secured put on SoFi and buy it back and write $10 cash secured puts for January 27 and get as much money, or if you can do 15s for say Jan 27s, you might be able to make that kind of a rollover. One never knows. You might go from 22s to 15s, and the net cost to you is nothing because you're going from 26 to 27 to 15s from 22s. You may find that I can make the switch there. It's $700 less in capital required because a 15 is a $1,500 commitment. The 22s were $2,200 in commitment. So if I offload 10 22s and pick up 10 15s, I write those, that's a $15,000 right against a $22,000 right, and the premiums are a wash because I'm giving it more time. Check the option chain. Always be looking at that. Rocket Lab, any stock, AI, whatever you're writing on, keep an eye on that. All right. Okay. Yahoo Finance finally admitted GameStop is not a meme stock. Okay. Anyway, the man says, my emergency fund has been depleted by 50%, but only so I can make more money today. Oh, okay, there you go, rock and roll. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. We've got 34 minutes until we open, I guess. We're at 8:56 Eastern time. The Dow is now showing a 996 loss coming into the opening. Again, I expect a down dip to start, and then the question is, do we have a series of rallies and sales and rallies and sales, and do we go higher on rallies and not so low on the sell-offs and higher on the rally and slowly get into this negative 600, negative 500, negative 400, negative 300 range as the day wears on? I'm not counting on a green day today, but I'm kind of wondering if it's not going to be as bad as Friday at all. It's going to be a fraction of what Friday was. And Tuesday morning is a green morning because the sellout has been done. I'm doing this. Hey, it's possible. We'll be around, won't we? Of course. We're down 1,018 on the Dow, 150 on S&P, and 525 on NASDAQ. Try to call this market minute to minute, second to second. Good luck to you. We have to get through the opening. And that's all there is to it. GameStop, $22.65, down 84 cents. Not interested in a $2 or $3 give back. Note that on Friday, GameStop was up $2.39, and it's down 85 cents this morning. That ought to tell you something, that this stock is going to go higher overall versus lower. You can't always fight the tape, but GameStop indications are looking okay. On SoFi, at $8.93 a share right now, down 64 cents. That 64 cent deficit can be wiped out in 15 minutes to go the other direction. So don't count on SoFi being available long, for very long, at very cheap prices. I would be warning you on that. Rocket Lab down 125 at 15.12. This is a company that is now sitting on 6-7 billion in back orders. This isn't going to stay here very long either. Apple now showing a loss of 540. Tesla down 1270. Microsoft down 417. Make that 358 on Microsoft now. Coming back on a bit. Down only 96 cents on Google. Make it 82 cents now on Google. Amazon down 251. Nvidia down 372. Meta Platforms down 1020. All of those stocks have improved in the last 30 minutes. Definitely have improved in the last 30 minutes. Still down, but not near as much. Just saying. Markets do fluctuate, and they don't go in one direction only. 79-cent drop on AI. That's looking a little better, too. Not quite so serious. Unity down just 82 cents. Cisco down 98 cents. Pfizer down about 70. Uber down 123 instead of $5. HPQ off 47 cents. So there are definitely some stocks that are definitely moderating their losses. They're down, but they're not as down. It looks like SoFi is trying to reach $9 right now. It's at $8.94, just under the 9 mark as we speak. We closed at $9.57 on Friday with a low on Friday of $8.88, I think. Let me double check. SoFi did touch $8.88 Friday for a moment, and we're now $8.92 to $8.93 on SoFi. Welcome everyone to the program. Thank you for joining us this morning. Will Europe institute and warn of a possible massive tariff on software, which could affect the Magnificent Seven dramatically? That is the question. Now, the stocks this morning are not reflecting that. The Magnificent Sevens are not showing the possibility of 50% tariffs on exports to the European sector and or anywhere else. Just because Europe is whispering that they might nail the Magnificent Sevens with some serious hits. It could happen in Asia. It could happen in Africa, South America. It could happen in the Mideast. But I don't know if that is a certainty. I would say, though, that we're going to hear about the threat of it. That I wouldn't be surprised that we are going to hear the rumor mill spread even more aggressively. And that could create intraday swings in the market where those who are not in the know or don't pay attention to global reaction may find that out of left field for them, oh my God, out of left field, there's a threat of tariffs on our Magnificent Seven stocks. We can't have that. We'll see how that plays out. Now, just talking to you in 3 minutes, the Dow is down 720 now. We just improved by 300 points. There you go. There's an indication there of the kind of volatility we are into right now. Anyway, there you go. Down 104 in S&P and 384 on NASDAQ. So the Dow's down 1.89%, not down 2.2. S&P down 2%, not 2.4. And the NASDAQ is down 2.3, not 2.7 or 2.8. Again, we are improving in the markets bit by bit. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you. Welcome to the party. Pal says, Hoodie. Okay. Andrea is saying, hey, Uncle Bruce, I have an iron condor on Meta. All right, Meta, where are we at on Meta here? We are now at 491 on Meta. I have an iron condor on Meta. Sold a put at 480, bought one at 475, so we're still out of the money. Sold a 705 call, bought a 710 call, way out of the money. 39 days to expiry. I'm thinking about waiting. Well, yes, you could also see how the market opens this morning. Obviously, if Meta, has its dip in the morning and then starts a little pop, you might be looking at the calls. You might be looking at buying back those calls you have at super cheap prices. They've got to be way down from what you got for them, and then writing 680s or 670s and bringing them in $30, $40. Leave the puts alone, let's say. We'll see what's going on. Carl says, I panicked. I tell you, Bruce, I sold SoFi on Friday like an idiot. That's $8.98, but I bought them back this morning at $8.24. So I'm feeling happy again. Well, there you go. All right. Let's see what else is going on. John Biscuit, when do Americans need to pay their tax bill? This could cause another fall if investors have sell-depressed stock to pay for last year's gains. And there'll be people who will sell stock and are selling stock now to lock in tax losses. I can tell you that's a strategy going on for sure. Anyway, there you have it. Good morning, all. Number 129 says Larry Titus. Dan B, I got money to buy this dip. Let's go. Splair. Welcome, Splair, to the show. You are working on stuff. Everyone is working on stuff. We're down about 700 on the Dow, roughly 98 loss on S&P. That's a definite improvement. And NASDAQ down 381, definitely better than it was earlier this morning. We're trying to keep an eye on a lot of stuff here all at the same time. The S&P has certainly improved. We're at 5,008, and NASDAQ now has come back from 16.5 to 17.1. So yeah, we've seen some real improvement on NASDAQ here in the last few hours. But we'll see what kind of an opening we have. Gold is up $13 an ounce, $13.80 at 3,049. Crude oil down 80 cents at 61.16 or so at the moment. European markets are improving. The FTSE, the United Kingdom stock out of London, that market down 4.0% instead of down about 5.5%. Germany down 3.89 instead of about 4.8. And CAC 40, that's France, down 4.1. That's definitely improved, at least a percentage point. We've got a little bit of a recovery happening in Europe. It's bad, not as bad, and nowhere near what Asia did, not even close. So there you go. The Asian markets were on a down dip today. Giddy up. Dow Jones down 664, 1.7%. S&P down 1.8%. The NASDAQ down now only 2%, not 4%. Okay. Welcome, everyone, to the program. Nice to see you here this morning. Thank you for joining me from wherever in the world you are right now. Nice to have you in the house. There you go. Yeah, Jeff Glass, crazy days. Back in September of last year, I was assigned SoFi at 7. Not long ago, we were talking about writing $20 and $25 puts. Now I'm considering writing 7s again. This is insane. You always keep writing. You never stop writing. You never stop writing. There you go. So if you're writing $7, $10, $7, $8, $9, $10 puts, instead of writing $17 to $20 to $22 puts, you can write more of them. And so you may find the dollars are lower at the 10 mark, but you're writing more of them. And so there's this saw off that you have to keep in mind. Should I buy VIX or SVIX? No, you should write options. You should write options is what you do. JM, good morning, simpletons. The Knights of Knee ride again today. There you go, everybody. Thank you all. The Knights of Knee ride again. That is correct. All righty. Thank you again, everyone, for coming through here. Love having you here. We're off 700 on the Dow. A far cry from the 2,200 we lost on Friday. We'll see how this market works itself out. We'll keep on keeping on. Thank you again for the thumbs ups today. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel. And those of you who have become members of this channel, a special welcome to you. And a thank you. Chilling with Uncle Bruce members, $10 a month. Thank you for the donation there through PayPal or through YouTube. And also, for sure, a special shout out to those of you who have become Gold Bagel members, the absolute top rung of this channel. You're in the penthouse. Thank you all of you Gold Bagel members, so much for backing me up, keeping me on the air. I appreciate you very much. YouTube doesn't have a lot of incentive to keep me on the air all that much. I'm not really a massive generator of ad revenue. You can tell by my views. However, YouTube does get 30% of all membership dollars coming in here, and YouTube looks at that and says, this guy's channel, really, we gotta multiply his ad revenue by like 20 because of his members. This guy actually has a solid following of members that we want to keep channels like this guy on the air with us. And so I thank you very much for helping on all of this. Anyway, that is the story. I appreciate you all joining me today and being here. And let's keep this game going. Let's see, where are we at now? Thank you. JJ, thank you for being a member for 47 months as a Gold Bagel level member. Much appreciated. That is beautiful. Be careful, everyone. Don't over margin. Exactly. Keep on top of that. Thank you again for answering the question of the day today and hitting the thumbs up button. We got 143 thumbs ups now. Thank you. And we've got 277 folks voting today saying, I see U.S. markets lower today, but higher by the end of the week on a dead cat bounce. 66% say yep, 34% say no. So 2 to 1 practically on that front. I also am anticipating a turnaround in the market. I'm anticipating a bit of a bump on a number of stocks here because some of these are way overcooked on the downside. Noticing Rocket Lab at 15.05 down 132. SoFi now 877 down 80 cents. GameStop down 89 at 22.60. We've got Apple at with a negative 560. Tesla down 1472. We got 20 minutes to the opening. Microsoft down 642. Google down 263. Amazon down 420. Nvidia down 451. Meta down 1466. The Dow showing a 762 loss, with a 109 loss on S&P and a 415 loss on NASDAQ. About 2% to 2.4%, depending on which market you're closely monitoring over there. Oil down 113 at 60.90 or so a barrel. Okay. Yeah, an analyst is saying that Bank of America stock has tumbled enough to make it look like a buy. Interesting. And of course, in Barron's today, stocks that are moving the most today: Apple, Tesla, GM, JP Morgan, Nvidia, MicroStrategy, Alibaba, Lilly, and more. We've got a third straight sell-off going on right now, but nowhere near Friday. I say bank stocks are lower again on Monday due to the fear of a recession. A bunch of U.S. banks are going to kick off their earnings starting this Friday, as a new round of earnings will start coming out. And we'll be deep into earnings the next 3 weeks, of course. These are all first quarter results. We're showing JP Morgan down 3%, 3.3% at pre-market. Morgan Stanley was off 3.9%. Wells Fargo was down 3.5%. Tesla was off as much as 5% in pre-market trading today, after dropping 10% on Friday. Tesla did drop 9.2% last week. That's the 10th down week in 11 weeks, and that tells me also oversold, perhaps. We'll see. Again, we have to allow outside forces to take their toll. General Motors is down 3.8% here. The rating was cut by Bernstein Analyst to a sell from a hold. He reduced his target price 35 from 50. At this point, they're looking for clarity there. Apple is off 2.9% in pre-market trading earlier today. The iPhone maker declined 7.3% on Friday. We're talking about Dan Ives dropping his rating on the stock. Nvidia down 4.2% in pre-market at one point today, and it was 7.4% lower on Friday, 14% for the entire week. It's the worst week since late January, when it tumbled 16%. Stocks off 30% this year. U.S. listed shares of Chinese companies like Alibaba, PDD Holdings, and JD.com are all lower. Stocks in Shanghai fell 7.3% after China said it would hit all U.S. goods with an additional 34% tariff. MicroStrategy, the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin, was down 9% as the world's largest cryptocurrency tumbled below $78,000 a coin. Eli Lilly fell 4.4%. Of the U.S. listed shares, Novo also fell just 0.4% after the Trump administration said Friday that Medicare and Medicaid won't be expanding coverage for anti-obesity medications. Okay, see how that plays out. Earnings reports are expected today from Levi Strauss, Greenbrier, and Dave & Buster's Entertainment. Reports are expected later this week for JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, BlackRock, Delta Airlines, Bank of New York Mellon, Constellation Brands, Fastenal, CarMax, Cal-Maine Foods, and WD-40. They're all expecting their results should be out by the end of the week. So we have a lot of earnings beginning to show, and that's quite expected. That's what we are waiting on now. And then next week and the week after, we'll be drowning in corporate reports. And of course, our friends at SoFi will release their financials on April the 29th, 3 weeks tomorrow. Here we go with SoFi. And I'm asking the question every time. I ask this every time. When we get within 2 to 3 weeks of SoFi earnings, the stock seems to do a rally. This time around, what could that be? Could it be that the stock only rallies to $10, or does it rally to $12 to $14? Keeping in mind that we came from $18 in the first place. So we've got a lot to follow and watch. My gut tells me that if the SoFi shares break $14 a share, every single viewer of this channel will go, I'm up on this thing. I'm way up on this thing because of your cash secured put positions and your average costs. So we'll see what happens. 877 at the moment is what it looks like SoFi is trading at. 877, yep, right around there. And GameStop right now, 22.61, down 88 cents. We open for trading in 15 minutes. Thank you all for being here. JJ, thank you for being a member for 47 months on this channel. Touchgrass, let's go get it, baby. Let's see what's happening. Crazy 49er is asking, Uncle Bruce, I was watching lesson 8 and 9. When do you want to do butterfly trades versus call credit spreads and put credit spreads when markets calm down a bit overall? You want to do credit spreads right now. They're simple to do. You write a call, you buy a call. You buy a call that is way out of the money with very little time. You buy a call further out of the money with little time, and watch them both die for this Friday or next Friday. That's where you want to go. Put credit spreads, same thing. You write a put, buy a put, way behind a stock, and again, short-term trade, look for them to die. You can do iron condors, one of each, of course, a pair of each you can always do as well, and monitor those, okay? For those of you who are doing call credit spreads and put credit spreads, but not doing condors because the call credit spread is dying this Friday and the put credit spread you put on dies next Friday. You're doing a condor, but in a staggered way, or the other way around, the calls expire later than the puts expire. It's all good. I commend you for that. I really do. I commend you for that because you're on both sides of the market. You're monitoring it. You're in front of the computer. You're obviously not at a day job where you're away from the market for hours at a time. You're in front of your machine. You're out of the money on both of the positions, and you're adjusting them constantly. You're not afraid to roll, but you cannot be into put and call credit spreads in occasionally traded contracts. That is number one rule. No, you have got to be in heavily traded contracts, active, tight spread contracts. SPY, triple Qs are an excellent place to do credit spread trades. You can limit how many dollars the spread is for and how many to do. So if you've got $5,000 to play with, you can do 10 $5 spreads, 20 $2.50s. You could do 25 $2 spreads. You can do 5 $10 spreads. You can do 2 $25 spreads. $5,000 is $5,000 is $5,000. But you're going to watch the market carefully. Those of you who are paying a commission to do each contract, you might be better off doing a $20 spread or a $25 spread, say a two $2,500 spreads for a $5,000 trade, rather than doing 10 $5 spreads or 25 $2 spreads with $5,000, because each contract is subject to a commission, and you only trade two. So you buy 2 calls and write 2 calls instead of writing 20 calls and buying 20 calls. There's 40 contracts of commission versus 4. You can reduce your commissions by 90% depending on your firm, who you deal with. Now, some firms offer you a deal because of your volume that gets cheaper. Other firms offer you no commissions on the way out, only on the way in. You have to monitor all of that and figure out for yourself. But some of you may find that doing a $25 spread on an SPY call credit spread works for you. You find that, yeah, I'm going to do contracts that die this Friday, and I'm going to write $30 out of the money on an SPY call, and then I'm going to buy a 55 out of the money call as my insurance. And that gives me most of my capital is all tied up in this short-term call that I've written, and it's the one that's going to decline dramatically because the other one is so close to zero already, it hasn't got much to go. So obviously, if the market doesn't do much or drops a little further here, these calls shrink in price every day as Friday approaches. The call that will shrink the fastest, the most, will be the closest in, and that's the one you're looking to score on. So again, check your option chain and go from there. Thank you, everybody. Juan is here, number 62. Thank you. Crazy 49er, I'm going to play the paper trade for sure the next couple of days. Todd Touchgrass, credit spread on Qs, I've made more than my SoFi cash ticket puts have appreciated. So there you go. Giddy up. All right, everybody. Welcome to the program this morning. We open in 10 minutes. Thank you for joining me this morning as we continue on here, getting ready for the opening. We're down 981 again on the Dow. We were going from 600s to 1,000 on the down dip. We're off 142 on S&P. We were down 90 about 10 minutes ago. NASDAQ down 483. So we're down 2.5% on the Dow, 2.8 on S&P, and 2.7 on NASDAQ, now 2.8. And we're swinging here almost 1 percentage point in value, up and down and up and down. To be expected. The first 15, 20 minutes, just sit back and go, hey, if you're looking to close a position at a really nice profit, your first 15, 20 minutes of the day might be your opportunity, where some stocks will dip on the open, calls will dip. That's where you're putting in stink bids to buy back. Be very greedy there, but also mindful not to be too outlandish, and score your profits. Then take a look at the chain and this market. 30 minutes in, 40 minutes in, an hour in, let's see what we can write now. And now go for dollars. Go after dollars, and let's see what happens. Credit spreads, same thing. A call credit spreads could be closed out in the first hour this morning by many of you that put these together Friday or Thursday last week, Wednesday last week. You might be in a position to close some out at a really nice profit, to now roll into a new set of credit spreads, either on the same stock you're following or something else. And some of you might be switching out of stock and just going into SPY, taking the entire S&P 500 into play, or the triple Qs, which are the NASDAQ 100. Up to you. Okay. Oil down 60. It's down 150 again to 60.49. Oil is slipping again. Brian, I'm too scared to look at my account value. NVIDIA's under 90. Oh my God. Yes. Cash secured puts on NVIDIA. But call credit spreads on NVIDIA. Beautiful place to be. Beautiful place to be. And many of you have taken advantage of this. Well done. Look, I love NVIDIA long term. I really do. If you have NVIDIA in your retirement account and you've been writing NVIDIA calls, today is buyback day potentially and rewrite day. Absolutely. You're buying back 120s. You're going to write 110s. You buy back 115s. You're going to write 105s. Further out in time, dollars in. Come on, pay me. Absolutely. Tesla, it drops. Buyback calls. Write new calls. Lower strike. January out to January and bring in bucks. You are owed money. It's time to charge rent. Collect it. You're the casino. Take this dough off of these guys. Palantir and anyone else that you're working on, same thing. Time to be paid moolah for your trades. Okay. All right. Crazy 49er says CME Group U.S. equity futures markets are coordinated with circuit breakers at 7, 13, and 20%. I don't see that kind of a drop today. I don't see that happening. I do not see that kind of selling pressure on this market. I just don't. Tokyo and markets in Asia reacted to Friday's sell-off. They weren't leading the markets lower. They're not taking us lower. They're trying to catch up to us. Europe is a clear indication of what's really happening. The European markets are down on the day, but nowhere near what happened in Asia. We're down 3.8% in Germany only, 3.9 now in France, 4.1 in England. These markets were off like 4.5 to 5.5% this morning. Now they're down barely 4, not even 4%. They're actually improving, and they're waiting for the U.S. markets to open in a 2% down dip range so that they can pop up another percentage point from here. Don't be surprised if that takes place. I do not see a 7% drop on the Dow Jones. That would be 2,500 points today. Don't see that bubbling anywhere. It would already be evident in the pre-market all over the place, and I'm not seeing it. But hey, I'm just a guy in front of a computer with a camera on it, telling you what I see and what I'm interpreting going on here. I'm not the guy running the show. I'm just commenting on it. And let's see how this plays out. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you all for joining me this morning. We are 4 minutes away from opening the day, and I can't wait. I'm sick and tired of these pre-markets. I'd really rather just get this market going, please. Thank you very much. Let's really get going here. 869 on SoFi on 4.3 million volume today. GameStop is at 22.56 down 93 cents, 634,000 shares. This is a nothing burger, man. For GameStop, this is a nothing burger. We traded 20 million on Friday. 20 million. It was up 260 a share. So yeah, or up 239 a share. So let's see how market wants to open this morning, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Rocket Lab 1502, SoFi 864, GameStop 2256. We've got Apple down 941 on the pre-opening. We're down $16 on Tesla. We got 3 minutes to go. Microsoft down 1054, Google down 459, Amazon down 760, NVIDIA down 6.5 at 87.95. Meta down 1972, Supermicro down $2, ASTS down 177, AI down 129, Palantir down 672, MicroStrategy down 31, now down 30, Unity down 91, Goldman down 2030, Cisco down 130, Spider down $14, Netflix down 19, Pfizer down 78, Qs are down $13. ARC Innovations down 258, IBM down 826. If you buy IBM now, you'll get a yield of 2.94%. So that's what IBM is yielding now. Uber down 230, HPQ down 67, Home Depot down 890, Vanik Semiconductors down 764 at 172.85. We're opening in 2 minutes. Adobe down 15.50, and over at Enphase we're down 225. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the opening minutes. And let's let the market do its thing, have its hissy fit, and then see what it really wants to do. We're down 1,000 on the Dow. We lost 2,200 on Friday. So this is nowhere near that. 145 dip on S&P and NASDAQ down 498. Welcome to the show all. Thank you for joining me. Thank you again for those of you merciful enough to hit a thumbs up for this show. I thank you. 163 thumbs ups are in, 387 people watching. Welcome to the channel where I try to tell you in plain English what the hell is going on. I appreciate you all being here. The question of the day today, 335 of you have found the button to vote on that. I see U.S. markets lower today, but higher by the end of the week on a dead cat bounce. 65% are thinking, yes, I think you're right, Bruce. I think we may well have a pop here as the week rolls on. The question is, which stock is it that's going to pop the most and first? Bruce, would you just tell me that? That's all I need to know. All right, let's go, baby. Lisa, how long until the rich and powerful who are smiling at Trump's inauguration will turn on this guy? John Harpster, good morning, everybody. Time to go and get bagels and hit the knee emojis. Jeff Glass, turning down again before the open. Baby, let's go. Let's see if we can get you guys richer today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning. Larry, there it is, baby. Larry, thanks, man. The bells are ringing. If Larry hits the bells, it's official. We're open for trading, everybody. Hold on to your hats, and let's see where this market wants to really go. Let's really see what's going on here. Should be a fun day today. Welcome all. DH, neat. Richard, time for the knee emojis. Hit the knee emojis and let the Knights of Knee know we know the power of the Knights of Knee. 403 people are here. 200 are going. What's the Knights of Knee? Thank you, everybody. What about the Twinkie? People are worried about what about the Twinkie, Bruce? There's nothing to worry about but the Twinkie. What about the Twinkie? I love that guy. Thank you all for joining me today. Welcome to the party, pal. Here we are. We're going to have fun today. Woo-hoo-wee. Giddy up. It's Liberation Day. Oh, my God, it's Liberation Day. What can I say? Let's see what happens here today. Hopefully by the end of the day, you're doing this, going, yeah, I'm an option writer. You're not going to kick me around. That's the bottom line. All right, folks, welcome to the show, and let's get this opening going here. Get the flush out of the way and see what's really going on. We're down 1,200 at the moment. That's what we're showing at this second in time. We're down 176 on S&P, and NASDAQ is down 614. Kind of expected the first 15 minutes. We are going to get anyone who has to be flushed out is being flushed out, and then we move on from here. SoFi 877 down 80 cents. GameStop at 22.83, actually only down about 65-70 cents. Rocket Lab 1532 down $1.06, actually better than the pre-market. ASTS at 1884 down 123. MSTR down $28, not down 32. AI down 129, SMCI down 120. That was down 250 this morning. It's down 120 only. NVIDIA down 530, Tesla down 14 at the moment. Palantir down 5.25. Costco 886 down $29. Coinbase down 11.93. Google only down 3.19. It's not down $6-7. Apple down 10. Microsoft down 9. Intel off 82 cents. Netflix down $22. Meta down 17. Early indications are just showing now. Early trades. 1,100 point drop, approximately 1,150 on the Dow, give or take. We've got a lot of fluctuation going on here. Let's see what is going on. JJ is saying that Peter Navarro says Vietnam's 0% tariff is just not enough. It's the non-tariff cheating that matters. Nobody knows they don't know what they're talking about over there. Okay, it's all bluster. It's all BS. It's not helping, and they're hardly installing confidence. What Peter Navarro and the buddies over at the White House are doing here, they're encouraging other countries to deal with themselves, to deal with zero tariffs with their own partners, and just ignore the United States for a while. If you don't want to negotiate a deal because we're offering you zero, then we'll negotiate elsewhere. And there you go. We'll just put a 50% tariff on everything America into our country, and we'll deal with someone else. Because Nike running shoes are not just sold in America. Nike running shoes are worn by the planet Earth. There's a lot of Nike sellers of shoes everywhere else, and the Americans on holiday will go to Europe this summer. They'll go to Asia this summer. They'll go to wherever, and they'll buy a new pair of Nikes there and wear them back to America. This tariff thing is bullshit. So I'm just saying, welcome to the party, pal. But America is going to get its butt handed to it by the wake-up call. But if you're wearing a red hat in a Kansas cornfield, you don't care and you don't know. And so, okay. The rest of the planet, though, they're talking to each other. Europeans are talking to each other. What about a 50% tariff on the Magnificent Seven software and apps that we download? Why don't we just charge 50% tariff? And not if you buy the app starting today. What about all apps you are paying for right now? So you bought an app a year ago and you're paying $3.99 a month for an app. You're going to get a $2 tariff on that price starting at any time. How about that little party? That'll upset the Magnificent Seven stocks. That'll upset the markets even more. Americans are the Americans in the White House. Okay, these people in the White House are oblivious to the damage that can be caused to the American economy from the outside in, not the inside out, the outside in. There will be no new factories in America making anything the way this is going. Sorry, but that's what I see. I'm just a guy on the outside looking in going, in plain English, I don't see how this is going to work. We're down 1,300 on the Dow. We're down 195 on the S&P, and we're down 648 on NASDAQ, and we've been open 5 minutes. So let's go another 10 and see what happens. SoFi down 65 cents at $8.92. Wants to go back to $9. ASTS down 115. Rocket Lab down 106. GameStop is down 59 cents. Some of our favorite stocks are just not joining the party. They're not joining the sell-off party like everyone else is. So there you go. We'll see how this works its way out here. Okay. Welcome to the party, pal. Good morning, all of you. Let's see. All Republican farmers that day trade are mad at Uncle Bruce now. There you go. Well, I tell you, farmers, they're pretty upset. U.S. farmers, they got a problem. Potash, fertilizer for the spring planting, Canadian fertilizer. Diesel and fuel for their tractors and trucks. A lot of it is from Canada, being tariffed. Steel and aluminum to build product in America, even producing cars and trucks in America just went up more money. Tariffs on aluminum and steel. Canada, Mexico. Farmers can't be happy. Farmers are not winning. Farmers will not create factories on their property. They will plant product. They will plant crops on their property. They don't build anything. They're getting whacked, and it's not fun. There you go. Okay, we're down 1,400 now on the Dow, 203 on S&P, and down 681 on NASDAQ. We're down 3.7% on the Dow, 4% on S&P, and 4.3% on NASDAQ. And we're 7 minutes into the opening. Welcome all to the program. Welcome to the show. We're at 891 now on SoFi, trying to go back to 9. ASTS down 122, Rocket Lab down 119 at 1518, and GameStop is down about 65 cents a share. Not giving much back from Friday's nice little gain. All right. Giddy up, everybody. Nice to see you here this morning. Thank you for joining me last night. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thanks again for those of you who are members of this channel, those of you who become Gold Eagle members, keeping us on the air. Thank you so very much. Thanks for the thumbs ups today. Amazing that we're getting as many as we are. 185 today. We're always going for 200 as our goal, and I thank you all who are helping us get there pretty quickly. This is very nice. 365 of you have voted on my question of the day. I see U.S. markets lower today, but higher by the end of the week on a dead cat bounce. 64% are thinking, you know, Bruce, I think we are going to have a low opening, might recover as the day wears on, bring some of this back, but by the end of the week, we could well be higher because certain stocks have no business being down here. Yes, I agree. The sellouts have to be done. We have to get the flushing out of the market out of the way. We're almost there. And then we start seeing a recovery. Because, again, stocks do not go straight up. They do not go straight down. And we get fluctuations in between. So let's see what happens. Thank you all. NVIDIA, $88 or less, says Lisa. Giddy up. SoFi IV is 111. Normally it's 60 or less. There you go. Yeah, Bobby is saying, I read somewhere that John Deere is leaving USA. Farmer won't like that either. No reason to build John Deere plants in America. There's a good reason to build John Deere plants in Mexico, in Brazil, in Argentina, in the Mideast, where they need the equipment there, build it there, and sell it there. All out of tariffs. No danger on tariffs. What can I say? You know, JJ, when this baby hits $88, this thing's, you're going to see some serious stuff. There you go. We'll see how it goes. Down 1455 on the Dow, down 202 on S&P, NASDAQ down 682. The Dow now is down 3.79%. We might be turning a little bit already. We'll see as we move on here the next few minutes. We're now open 10 minutes. We've been open 10 full minutes now. The Dow off 1509. The low of the day is 36,796. We're at 36,800 at the moment. That's where we are right at the moment. Right at the low of the day at this point, but we're not dropping 100 points a minute at all. We're grinding a little lower. I think we're about to turn this market the other direction. Wouldn't surprise me if we had a 300-400 point rally here at any time. We'll see about that. Welcome all to the show. Austin, hey, on Thursday I wrote Costco $9.95 $1,000 call credit spreads that expire April 17/25. I got $1.78 credit for that. I just bought that thing back for 40 cents. Giddy up, Austin. Another win. Call credit spreads, easy money, easy peasy. Even in a recovery this morning, call credit spreads is where you want to be. Austin is nailing this. Why not write a Costco credit spread in this $995,000 range? The stock is $8.79 right now, down $36 today. There you go. Giddy up. As long as there's liquidity in the trade, take a look. NVIDIA right now, 87.85. The low of the day, 87.08. 87.05 now. Again, we're at the low on NVIDIA right now. 87.05, 87.05 or so is the low. That's where we are right now. Don't know how long it'll stay there, but it's off 726. Bargoon City for NVIDIA. Tesla, 216.99 down 22.44. This is the low area right at the moment. The 216.33 already is the low. We're right there. And the Dow is off 1598, grinding a little lower, 1630 right now, 228 on S&P, and 762 on NASDAQ. Okay, Welcome all. Wing Commander, Spider needs to bounce off of 1400 or things might get ugly. We have a rising trend line dating back to March 2020 plus previous swing highs from 2023. Wing Commander, 199, Bruce, on your thumbs up meter. You got 200 here. Miss Jonathan Ray, call credit spreads written last week. I'm up 80% profit on these. Cashing out and rewriting a good move. Yes, it is a It is a very good move. Absolutely very good move. Just got 127 for Jan 26, SoFi, $7 cash secured puts, putting up 700 and they're giving me 127 back. I'm willing to pay $5.73 for SoFi. Anytime you want to give it to me is what Jeff Glass is saying. That is how charitable Jeff is, taking $127 for every 700 he's putting up. This is go after it, you guys. Why not? Nice going, Jeff. Nice job. All right, the Dow still down, of course, 1653 at the moment. We're off 230 on S&P. We're down 776 on NASDAQ. The Dow is down 4.2%, roughly 4.3, 4.58% on S&P and 5% on the NASDAQ to open the market 14 minutes into the session. We'll see where the low is and where the bounce back begins. We're here. We're waiting. Oil down 171 at 60.28. That is the story at the moment. GameStop is off 97 cents. We have Rocket Lab down 149, ASTS down 132, and SoFi at 870 down 87 cents. Margin call, I knew I should have waited with the cash secured puts on SoFi. I should have waited. Well, there you go. Again, keep an eye on your option chain. Keep your eyes on option chains. If you can move from $22 cash secured puts SoFis to $15 cash secured SoFis or $12 cash secured SoFis, you can close one out and create two new ones. Look at the dollars coming your way. Go out to Jan 27 and see if you can do a wash trade where the money involved is the same, but now you have two cash secured puts instead of one. That's doubling leverage in your favor. Again, just a thought. Just throw it at you guys. We'll see what's going on. Crazy 49er up 45% on Apple, $240 covered call, 618 roller close. Bruce, $240 Apple contract. The stock is sitting at now 176.46. So you may want to make a move to the 220 level, the 215 level, 210 level. Maybe go out to Jan 26. Go down $20 and go forward in time. And can you grab more cash doing that move? Is there anything wrong with that move? Nothing is wrong with that move. Dollars. Is it enough dollars to buy more Apple down here at 176? Some of you are doing these rollovers on your call options, your covered calls. If this allows you to buy 100 more shares of a stock you're writing options on, you do that and write the new contract and added income in. Thank you very much. Let's go, says dude, take in premium, add to the pile. There you go, everybody. Thank you for joining me this morning from wherever you are on the planet. We love the fact that you're with us this morning. We're watching these markets, of course, closely. We're noticing right now the Dow is not down 1,600. It's down 1,460. So it's got a bit of a pop going here. We'll see how much more it has to it. We have 204 thumbs ups, and I thank you for that very much. Also, thank you for answering my question of the day. 386 votes. I see the U.S. markets lower today, but by the end of the week, I think we're higher on the dead cat bounce. 64% are saying, I think I smell this. I sense it coming. Only 36% don't think it's going to happen. 2-1 in favor will follow that, of course. 1440 is the drop on the Dow. That's about a 200-point improvement here in about 5 minutes. We've been open 17 minutes. We're down 196 on S&P. It's less than 4% down. NASDAQ just improved 0.75 of a percentage point. It's down 653 points, pardon me. Looks like the markets are beginning to indicate a bit of a recovery ever so slightly. We're going to go through waves of this. We're back to 892 on SoFi. It's trying to get back to 9 again. And GameStop back to 22.77, only down 72 cents. It's improving. ASTS is over 19. Rocket Lab is back over 1530 again. These are moving higher off their lows of the session. We're 17 minutes into the day at the moment. Welcome all to the program. Welcome all. Thank you for joining me. 1350 point drop on the Dow now. That's a 300-point improvement, I believe. Let me take a look at the Dow here. The low was 36,611. We're at 36,953. That is a 340-point recovery on the Dow so far from the low of the morning. That is definitely an improvement. We will fluctuate on this one back and forth, I am sure. S&P down 188, NASDAQ down 637. NVIDIA and Caterpillar were leading the Dow lower. Let's take a look at NVIDIA right now. 88.52, which is almost a $2 bounce back. Got down to 86.60. 86.63, we're 88.66. We've recovered $2 of its losses, still down 565. 111 million volume going through this account on NVIDIA. There's Tesla shares are down to 219. They got down to 214. They've recovered $5. 33 million traded. So there's definitely a recovery trade underway right now. The SPYs are at 488.22. They hit 481.80. So there's a slight bounce back on the SPYs. Actually, a $7 bounce back. 481 was the low. 488 is where we're at. A $7 improvement in the SPYs. The Qs got down to 402. They're now 408. They've come back as well somewhat. They're still down 1380 though. No sugarcoating that. We're down 1350 on the Dow. We were down almost 1700. We've improved 350 points. SoFi 901. That $9 level, there's no resistance at $9 on SoFi. Like a hot knife through soft butter, SoFi is back through 9. Hit a high already of 902 on 14.8 million in 20 minutes. So it looks like a bounce is happening on SoFi through 9. ASTS 1936 down only 72 cents. Rocket Lab 1542 going higher, down only 95 cents. GameStop down 39 cents. That's it. 39 cents on GameStop. It's over. That drop has stopped. 23.34. We're down 15 cents on GameStop. GameStop volume 2.5 million. The low was 22.41. We're 23.34, taking a shot higher on GameStop. MSTR still down 31. AI down 128. Supermicro only down 63 cents. It's coming on. NVIDIA down now 447 to 89.84. Everybody, welcome to the party, pals. We're down 1340 on the Dow, 172 on S&P, and 535 on NASDAQ. We're now down around 3.4 to 3.5%, not 5%. Okay. On Europe, let's take a look and see how Europe has reacted to the market opening here in America. SoFi up now to 910, by the way. So it's going higher. Yes, the FTSE 4.5% drop. The German market 4.7, France 4.9. We're watching them closely to see how they're going to react to the U.S. opening, which is coming on. They started, the European markets were going lower as the U.S. markets opened, but now that America is down 1250 instead of down 1700, we might see a bit of a pop-up in Europe as well. Okay, oil down 185 at $60 a barrel, 60.14. The VIX is 51.80. That's up 640. We were at 60 this morning in about 6 hours ago, well into the night when Asia was having its hissy fit. Then the market began to improve, but at the moment we're at 51.80 on the VIX, and we'll watch to see how that keeps playing itself out as the day wears on. SoFi now 912, 918. Your SoFi just jumped another 6 cents right now. So here goes the SoFi coming on. It's only down 39 cents now at the moment. 918, 920 on SoFi on 15.5 million. There's definitely some buying coming in on SoFi. ASTS down just 55. Rocket Lab down just 68. GameStop down 3 cents. We're about to go green on your GameStop. We are green on your GameStop. 23.51. We're up on GameStop. The first green arrow on my screen is GameStop. We're higher. Super Micro only down 15 cents. It's about to go green. It just went green. Super Micro 29.90 just went green. Super Micro got down to 27.61. It's now 29.90 and flying higher. Interesting move there. Tesla down only $13, not down 25. Nvidia is back to 90.91. 90.33 here, down 3.38. A huge recovery showing on some of these stocks. Some are turning green already. Dow's down 1,200, not 1,700. Okay, just saying. Just what I'm saying. Welcome everybody. What else we got going on here? Crazy. 49ers looking good. Let's go. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. What a glorious day of opportunity. Everyone is in full panic mode. This is when we go hunting. Bought RXRX, SOXL, Unity, AI, SMCX, Open, BBAI at MP. Interesting. Wing Commander. By the way, I am trailing XR glasses. Now I can overlay Uncle Bruce's face for radio on top of Bavarian's serene landscapes. Serendipity here. Oh my goodness. Savage of Wall Street, not playing games today, baby. This is when we put the women and children to bed and go hunting for freaking dinner. Emergency funds deployed. Some stocks are cheap enough. I just buy the damn paper. Jeff Glass, GameStop, about to go green. We're up 9 cents on your GameStop. We're down 27 on SoFi at 9.30 now. We've got ASTS only down 19 cents. Rocket Lab down 47. AI down 99. SMCI is 30.11. It's gone through the 30 mark. We're up 29 on SMCI. Susan Shops, 211 thumbs up. Bruce, you are getting those thumbs ups today. Savage, when everyone is afraid and I'm in full on panic mode is when we should be greedy. I'm in full-blown panic mode. I'm greedy mode. Dude, that's right. It's pile day. Add to your pile. Vilbus, look at my boy, Jimmy. Run, Jimmy, run. Credit is the GOAT, says Wing Commander. GameStop is green, Bruce. Dude, how does he do it? Savage of Wall Street, kids and wife are asleep. I'm drinking coffee, listening to Uncle Bruce, and the pundits tell me the sky is falling. Shopping for bargoons on Wall Street and adding to my portfolio. Life is good. The Dow just climbed another 100 points. We're down 1109. So we've come back 600 points in a pretty big hurry. We're up 15 on GameStop now at 23.64. We're up 36 on SMCI. We've got a 936 market on SoFi, down 20 cents now. We're down 23 on ASTS, and we're only down 39 cents on Rocket Lab. We're coming on. Christina scooped up $10, $15 cash secured puts on SoFi that expired Jan 26, and they gave me $6.37. Thank you very much. Cheers to Christina. Beautiful job, Brian. GameStop, 3 million volume, Bruce. We're up 18 cents now to 23.67. SoFi down 26 cents. The Dow 1134 on the down dip, 2.96%. S&P only down 2.6%. NASDAQ only down 2.5%. These markets are all improving by almost 50%. NASDAQ was down 5% 15 minutes ago. We've been open 26 minutes. Crazy 49, I rolled out an Apple cover call, added $1,700. You know how big a screen, a television you can buy with $1,700 at Costco? You could almost buy the 100-inch television with that. Oh, the 80-incher for sure. Oh my goodness. Savage on Wall Street, I see stocks I like down 30%. And I ask myself if I should wait for tomorrow. And I hear Uncle Bruce in my ear, just buy the damn paper. There you go. Lisa, GameStop broke 24, says Lisa. 24.07 up 58 cents on GameStop. SoFi 936. ASTS down 9 cents. It's about to go green. Tom, GameStop's over 24. Brian, I just sold 5 more GameStop. $25 covered calls. May 16, 275. Give me the money. Tom, well said, Lisa. Crazy 49er. I don't have enough Don't have enough walls for all these Costco TVs, Uncle Bruce. Where am I going to put them all? I got one here. I got one here. I got one here. I got TVs everywhere now because of you. Oh, my goodness. Now, only 1,000. It's only down 1,000. Can you imagine me saying that a month and a half ago? Oh, we're only down 1,000. We were down 1,700. We're down 117 on S&P. We're down 335 on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is only down 2.1%. We were down 5% 20 minutes ago. Big turnaround here. SoFi, 940, down 17 cents. ASTS is green, up 8, 2015. Rocket Lab down 30. GameStop up 73 to 24.22. Strategy Incorporated, MicroStrategy only down 26. AI down 86. SMCI up 64, 30, 36, 30, 40. NVIDIA down $1.25 at $93. Hello, anybody home? Looking good. Tesla down $12. Qs are down 748. Spiders are down 1147. Palantir only down 240. Costco down 25. Coinbase down 980. Google down $1.50. Apple down 840. Microsoft down 830. Netflix down $1.27. Netflix coming on. I just went green. Netflix is up 160. Just jumped. Meta down 730. Amazon up 38 cents. We got green shoots starting to show up here. Uber down 139. Adobe down 795. Cisco down 108. AMD down 367. Unity down 12 cents. Enphase down 110, Spire down 36 cents. Welcome to the party, pals. HPQ down 8 cents. We're going green. JP Morgan down $1. This is not a problem here. We've got DraftKings up $1, actually. AMC's up 23 cents. Hey, if AMC's up 23 cents, wow, what a day. We're down 937 on your Dow Jones. 900 on the Dow. We're down 94 on S&P. We're down 248, down 250 on NASDAQ. Oil down 148 a barrel. The VIX is 53.76. Giddy up. Savage, stink bids triggered on RXRX from last night. I bought 1,000 shares at 375. Come to Papa. Cutting edge flicks. I sold a 39-day out cash secured put on SoFi, $9 strike for $1.37, and I'm already up 16%. Thank you very much. Savage of Wall Street, SMCX triggered at 2005. Woohoo! There you go. We're down 850 on the Dow, not down 1,700, not down 1,500, not down 1,300, down 850, and still coming on at this point. Welcome to the program, pal. Brian Stinker is to sell 2 more GameStop May 16 $25 cover calls for $325. Come and get me. I dare you to give me that money. I dare you. 24.39 on GameStop, up 90. We're up 51 cents on ASTS. SoFi down a penny. SoFi 9.56 on your SoFi, people. Down a penny. Savage of Wall Street only down 900. Oh, Dow's only down 900. What a glorious day. Not down 2,000. That's a positive on the negatives. Yes, Jeff, my account just went green for the first time in a while. Only 30% more to go to get even. Oh, giddy up, everybody. 850 on the Dow. 89-point drop in S&P. NASDAQ down 214. SoFi 956. The high today of 958. We've already gone green on SoFi so far. 18.4 million. There be buying coming into that stock right now in 31 minutes. ASTS up 33. Rocket Lab is down 4 cents. Rocket Lab's about to go green as well. We're up 76 on GameStop. AI down 47. SMCI up 110 to 30.92. This could run $3-4. This can go much higher. NVIDIA down 17 cents. We could be at 100 anytime today. Could be. I'm not saying it will, but it sure could be down 17. The low on NVIDIA, 86.60. Who sold it down there? It's 94 now. It's been 32 minutes since we opened on the session. Tesla down $10. Giddy up. Palantir down 140 now. We're down 3 on Smart Rent, unchanged on ME. Some of these quotes, it doesn't matter. Actually, that doesn't matter. Google down $1.07. Broadcom up $1. Netflix up 2.14 now. Amazon down 14 cents. Uber down 158. Cisco down 120. Unity unchanged. We're back to even. Enphase down 94. Moderna down 31 cents. HBQ down 11 cents. Devanik Semiconductors, SMH down 74 cents. We got some recoveries here. American Airlines is up 3. DraftKings up 117. AMC up 18. Even Carvana is up $7. So there's some green shoots here showing giddy up right now. Dow is off 1,000 as we are now going to gyrate a bit here between, where to get in and where not to get in and how fast and wherever. Giddy up, everybody. Savage of Wall Street, boom, just sold a GameStop. Covered call expiring Jan 26 for $5.85. Thank you very much. Was that a 25 by chance? Which one was that? Jeff Glass, maybe we hit that 10 a.m. reversal and we sell off. Bobby, a rebound looking nice. Very hopeful here, the way this market is running right now. 2.6% loss on the Dow, 2.2 on S&P, and we're only down 2% on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is leading the recovery right now. We're down 322 over there, give or take. Down $1 on oil, and the VIX is 5160, coming into the low 50s, and we'll see if that breaks under 50. If it does, we get into the mid 40s, we might be going higher even more. The VIX is the volatility index, trying to figure out where to go, where to be. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thank you again for thumbs ups. We are well past 200 now. We have 214 thumbs ups. Thank you. 418 of you have answered my question of the day. I see U.S. markets lower today, but higher by the end of the week. Dead cat bounce territory. 65% saying yes, Bruce. We could be higher by the end of the week on this market. We're down 990 again, 930 on the Dow. We're climbing again on the Dow Jones market. Welcome to the program. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for becoming members. Thank you for renewing your memberships. And thank you for upgrading to gold level. Joining me every day, half an hour before this show begins, for the pre-alert for Gold Bagel members, and Wednesday night, 7 o'clock primetime live, gold members only, as we keep an eye on our option trades and talk about how to make money. Hostergaard, I am down 33% over the last year. The Manco Menace wiped out all my gains and then some, but if SoFi hits 12, I should be even for the last 12 months. And 14, I should be profitable again for the full year. We found out this morning that SoFi will have their conference call for their earnings call on the 29th of April, 3 weeks tomorrow. Speculation between now and then on how good will the earnings be. We're at 940 right now on SoFi, still on sale, down 16 cents. Savage Wall Street, stinkers on SOXL, Trigger, bought paper at market price for $7. Give me that paper, 300 shares. Uncle Bruce, you are the GOAT. Yes, sold $25 GameStop covered calls expiring Jan 26 for $5.85. Take me out. I dare you to exercise me. I'll take $30.85 for my GameStop. Come on. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dare you to do it. Ostergaard, Mango, Menace, Jeff Glass got $305 for a $50 GameStop covered calls for Jan 26. I'll take $305 plus 50. Give me $53.05. Buy me out. There you go. Let her run. I dare you to take me out. Brian, Jeff, now that is a right. That's if you're gonna take $300 for a $50 call. Oh my God, what's wrong with that? Nothing. You can take right for January 25s or 50s or 30s or 35. You decide. Take dollars off the table from the gamblers. Cindy, hi, Uncle Bruce. Not sure how many are doing poor man covered calls, but I just bought a GameStop Jan 27, $10 call for $16.81, and I sold a June 27 for $335. Very interesting. $27 for this June. $335. A nice return on $16.81, isn't it? That's 20% on your money for June. This is April. Nice going. $23.83 is what the stock's at right now. That $10 call is in the money of $13, $14. So you're already taking $335 off the $16.81. Your net cost right now is $13.45 for that contract. Yeah, and you're till June. Between now and June, I know you're going to buy this back for way less. And I know what you're going to do. You're going to write September, October contracts, maybe December, maybe Jan 26s, and you're going to bring in, you're going to bring in a bunch more money. Savage on Wall Street, 1,000 open shares bought for 91 centinos per share, baby. Wait for interest rates to go below 5% again, and this puppy goes to over $10 a share. Bargoon City, what idiots sell down here? OPEN shares, interesting. Hostergaard got a covered call on Rocket Lab, thinking to buy it back, and to let the stock run up a little bit, sell it all, and go full put on both SoFi and Rocket Lab. There you go. Consideration to write cash secured puts going from the covered call side all the way to the cash secured put side. You can do that anytime you want. We're down 3 cents on Rocket Lab this morning. It has come right back. 16.34 on Rocket Lab. GameStop 23.65. ASTS up 30 cents, now up 40 cents. And we're down 14 on SoFi. We're down 1,050 on the Dow as we have come back quite a ways from the opening salvo. Hostergaard or maybe Poorman covered calls. Market might be too unstable for puts. Look, if you write $15 cash secured puts on Rocket Lab or 20s for Jan 26, you can bring in some dollars here. I'd be looking at that. Savage Wall Street got me some SMCI shares for $27, and I saw them go lower, cursing myself. Now I'm seeing them over $30. It's okay. It's okay. We're riding the waves, baby. We're riding the waves. It's okay. Giddy up, everybody. There's life in them there hills. We're at 946 on SoFi. We're coming on again. Going past 950, we're going to be green on SoFi here. Crazy 49er. I'm having a brain fart here. All this frenzy has me spinning. We should be rolling our covered calls to further out to lower strikes. What should we be doing on our covered calls? Your covered calls, again, it's a question of how you want to play this. If you're buying back calls that you wrote way up here with the stock, down here, the new calls you want to write might be 6 months out to Jan 26 at slightly lower because you're way out of there, bringing in many more dollars up front. You're always willing to roll. You're a very kind, generous person willing to roll to take in even more money. We're up 49 on ASTS. We're unchanged on Rocket Lab. We're back, baby. We're up 33 on GameStop. We're down 9 cents on SoFi. Wing Commander, I wrote 2 Jan 26 GameStop calls, $40, $3.85. They just gave me $3.85 for $40 calls for January. Jeff Glass, I put in offers to buy my Rocket Lab covered calls this morning, but they just didn't drop. But they are 30s and 40s, so I'm okay with holding on to them and waiting for the shrinkage. I mean, no problem. There you go. 16.57 on Rocket Lab, up 20 cents. Looking better. We're down 4 on SoFi, 9.53. SoFi is green, 9.74, up 17 right now. Your SoFi is green. The Dow's down 750 points. We've recovered 1,000 Dow points from the low of the day. We're up $1 on ASTS. We're up 50 cents on Rocket Lab. We're up 72 on GameStop. We're up 8 on AI. SMCI up 213. NVIDIA up 171. The Qs are green. We've got Palantir up 79. We've got Google up 135. Broadcom up $4. Netflix up 860. Facebook up 180. Amazon up 328. Unity up 41. Enphase just went green, up a penny. Moderna up 13. HPQ up 31. Vanik Semiconductors up 320. JP Morgan up 74. American Airlines up 31. DraftKings up $2. AMC up 23 cents to 289. Royal Caribbean up 56 cents. Got green showing up all over the place all of a sudden. We're down 300 on the Dow. We're only down 270 on the Dow. The Dow's come back 1,450 points. Are you having fun out there? Anybody? Anyone around here? S&P up 28. NASDAQ up 165 points. We're green on the market. The Dow's about to go green. It's down 93 points. Somebody said something. Somebody must have said something somewhere. Or move in here. Very interesting. The VIX is down to 49.63. Giddy up, Blair. Since when have you had 400 people watching you, Uncle Bruce? What's going on here? Brian, sound is up 3%. A lurking anglerfish dead cat bounce happening right now, Bruce. Jeff Class, do I buy back my SoFi 7s for a 25% profit in 20 minutes? No. Let it go to $10 a share, which is where it is now. SoFi is $10 a share again. Let it run. Are the tariffs being canceled? Alluring anglerfisher. Neat. Here we go. We're up 150. On ASTS, we're up 50 cents, 52 cents on SoFi. I'm excited. Rocket Lab, 114 to 1751. GameStop up $1.03. Giddy up. You know, I think it's time for a bagel, TJ. I think it's time for a bagel. What do you think? I think it's bagel time. The Savage Wall Street got a BBAI stinker to trigger at 251, and now it's going up. Gosh, I love days like today. Everyone is panicking, and we're here happy as clowns. Tells you the difference in Uncle Bruce and other YouTube channels. Ostergaard, oh, look at that. SoFi, baby. 1018 up 61. Boeing Tiger, neat. Charlie, bagel time. Yeah, baby. Bobby, to quote George's father, we're back, baby. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen. The Dow is up 110 points. The Dow is up 200 points right now. Surging. The Dow is up 250. The Dow is up 350. Now the Dow is up 350 points. The S&P is up 100. Nasdaq is up 466. The whole market has turned completely over. 1026 on SoFi, up 70 cents. ASTS up 216. Rocket Lab up $1.60. GameStop up 139. MSTR down 220. It was down $30. AI up 91. Supermicro up 370. Nvidia up $6 to 100 a share. Tesla up 661. It was down 25. Spiders are up 1040. Qs are up $13. Palantir up $4. Costco up $4. Everything has turned completely over. Who said something? Who said what? Somebody said something somewhere. They must have 1015 on the SoFi, 1022 on SoFi. European markets are recovering. We're down 3.1% on FTSE, 3.5% in Germany, 3.9% on France. And I'm wondering if these are going to go even stronger, higher. We're still open, or did we just close? We may have closed and then the market took off. I don't know. VIX is only at 48.88. That was at 56. Half an hour ago. We have turned this market completely the other direction from the rest of the planet. You know, it's a better day, says Jeff, when Uncle Bruce starts horse race calling the quotes. On the outside here. We're up 250 on the Dow. We're up 86 on S&P. We're up 400 now on Nasdaq. It's happening very quick. That's right. Coaster Guard, have no fear. Savage Wall Street, welcome to the freaking party, pal. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Juan, Uncle Bruce, we're seeing green. Lisa, GameStop, $25. We're going for it. 24.76 up 120. Rocket Lab up 8 up to 18 now. 18.10 up 170. ASTS up 248. SoFi up 91 cents to 10.48. Welcome back, people. Hostergaard, have no fear. Auntie Jen is here. Blair, in USA and Europe now going into zero tariff zone. What's going on? Savage of Wall Street. I'm on vacation, folks. Vacation. Kids are sleeping. Wife is snoring. I'm on my third coffee. Trading on my laptop, iPad, phone, watching the Reno Mountains and buying cheap stock. Listening to Uncle Bruce. What? Bobby, how many bagels were purchased this weekend? Brian, is this the dead cat bounce or more? What's going on? We're up 550 on the Dow. We're up now 550 on the Dow. We're up 130 on S&P. We're up 560 on Nasdaq. This is far stronger than I was counting on. This is amazing. We're at 48.48 on the VIX. It is coming down. Oil down 50 cents at 61.49. 24.87 on your GameStop, up at 138. Rocket Lab 1804, up 167. ASTS up 250 at 22.58. SoFi 1050, up 93. The Dow up 735 points. We were down 1,700. We're now up 700. That is 2,400 points in movement in 20 minutes. This is unprecedented. We're up 800 on the Dow right now. 800 on the Dow. What is going on? A little oversold? Maybe. Look at that. Up 10.59 on SoFi, up $1.02. ASTS 2267 up 260. Rocket Lab up 182. GameStop 24.99 going through 25 right freaking now. GameStop on the roll, up nicely. MSTR up 234. AI up 116. Super Micro 33.88. There's a bunch of you out there who have got call spreads, put spreads, all kinds of stuff everywhere on all kinds of stuff. You're seeing some serious turnarounds here. Tesla's up $10. Nvidia's up $6. Okay, kids? Anybody happy? Is anyone happy around here? Can we get some neat emojis? Says Deep Value. Jeff Glass, guess I'll see some more Rocket Lab 30 since I couldn't buy them back. Curious Cat, maybe there's a tariff pause we don't know about. Savage Wall Street, everything was priced in already. Things were baked in last Friday, and Asia reacted to the U.S. We adjusted, and now we're buying some cheap freaking paper. Buy when everyone else is panicking. We're oversold. John T. Trump considering a 90-day pause, rumor has it. Ostergaard, well, now I'm estimating that I'm only down 15 to 20% for the last 12 months. If this keeps going, I'm going to be neutral in a couple of minutes. So, Crazy 49er, the Orange Man is considering a 90-day pause on tariffs except for China. Crazy 49er or China. Yeah, Hector, neat. Here we go, kids. 288, 555 gain on the Dow. 109 gain on S&P and 428 gain on NASDAQ. The markets here now, we've got SoFi 1034, ASTS at 2231, Rocket Lab at 1779, GameStop 2446. We're pausing a little bit here. We might be ready for another run yet again. Unbelievable. The market is just reacting incredibly positively to all kinds of news right now, but it's going to be a yo-yo back and forth. Get ready and be ready. 2100 to 2400 movement in the Dow already. Unbelievable. All right. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you with us this morning. Hope you're not too bored with today's show. Unbelievable. Thanks again for thumbs ups and hitting the question of the day. I appreciate it. We've got 228 thumbs ups coming in. That is beautiful. 442 have answered my question of the day, which is, I see the U.S. markets lower today, but higher by the end of the week on a dead cat bounce. How about higher in the first 45 minutes on a dead cat bounce? My God, 64% now are saying, I think you're right, Bruce. I think this might be it. Unbelievable movement. Thank you all for joining in to the program today. Is the spider halted? I don't think so. JJ Trump may have blinked here. And Juan, neat. Boeing, oh, there's spider goes. Must have been a major volume and it froze up my charts. We're up 159 on the Dow, 166. We've been up as high as 700 already. We're all over the place. Just hey, keep your seatbelts on. Don't unbuckle those seatbelts. 190 gain on the Dow, down. We're up 55 on S&P, up 294 on NASDAQ. Savage Wall Street doing no cash secured puts today, Uncle Bruce. I'm buying all my shares at market price and selling some covered calls. Today was about snatching cheap paper from the paper-handed weenie babies. Walter Young, good morning, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Thumbs ups, 226, just returned from Bergen, Norway, and woke up to this. Wow, what a morning. Yes, sir. Unbelievable morning today so far. 10.05 on SoFi, up 48 cents. The high on SoFi so far, 10.64. Volume, 28 million. There's buying coming in to pick up the SoFi. ASTS at 2150, up 143. Rocket Lab 1723, up 86. GameStop 2431. Volume now 6.9 million. High of the session 2502. And we could see higher highs than this. I think we're in a pause, but hey, I would have been happy if we were only down 700 points. We were down 1,700 at the worst of it, and now we've been surging here. We're gonna see this now, back and forth. Crazy. Bought Unity at $15.91 and $16, says Savage. I bought some cheap paper today. Thank you very much, gamblers. There you go. Never a dull moment around here. Is it unbelievable what's been happening? Cheers to all of you out there. Thank you so much for joining me. Jen has got a bagel under construction for me. I can't ask for anything more than that. Fabulous. Thank you all for popping in today. Let's see what happens. The Dow is going to jump like crazy. I have no idea how, where, what, when, why, but it is wild. It is wacky. I think we're down 200 again on the Dow. Not surprising. That means we were up 700 and now we're down 200 in 20 minutes. I mean, just wild movement. Can I also get a cola in my coffee cup? I forgot to pour. Thank you, ma'am. We've got right here the antidote to this market right here. We've got ourselves the grape jelly bagel here on a toasted sesame seed bagel. All is well, I'm sure. Down 274 on the Dow. Make it 316, down $7 in S&P, 7 points. We're up 80 on NASDAQ. And we are going back and forth and back and forth. What morning. GameStop hit 25.02. Wow, says Brian. Jeff, I bought those SoFi $7 back for a 26-cent profit, 26%. I need a psychological win after losing lately. Splair, crossing my fingers for SoFi to keep going. Crazy 49er, no confirmation on the pause. The Dow goes negative. Well, you know, there's rumors. We don't need that necessarily to pop the market. We need more reasonable accommodation, but you know, from that White House, reasonable. Good luck. No idea. We're down 400 on the Dow, make it 490, 505. So we're going to see a whole lot of speculation. There's just a whole bunch of people willing to hit the buy button. So get ready for a crazy day or two for sure. We got the bagel going. Oh yeah. My first bite of the bagel, we were down 493. Let's see how this works out. Okay.
The bagel test.
Holster guard, up and down. Whee, what fun. Jeff, well, my Rocket Lab 30 covered call didn't hit. We're back down again. There you go. 596 on the down dip at the moment on the market.
Roller coaster. Roller coaster.
Uh-oh. Ohio players right over here.
Players.
Welcome. Oil is up $1.11. Oil's at 63.10. Go figure that. Down 620 on the Dow right now. 620. There you go. There we go. Giddy up. Quite the turnaround today, wasn't it? And we'll see how much more is in store here as we keep plying away. Giddy up, Jeff. You know, I might be buying these back before I sell some more. Exactly. My, oh my, oh my. We're down 503, 542 on the Dow right now, 542. We've had a 80-point swing in 1 minute. You think there isn't volatility around here? It's wild. It is wild. Thank you all this morning joining in here, hanging in with me as we watch this insane market, just reacting to all kinds of rumors and possibilities and, oh, you name it. Wild action. SoFi 989 on sale, still up 32 cents. ASTS up $1.05, Rocket Lab up 47, GameStop up 40. The Dow is only down 396. It's coming back on again. In 1 minute, in 2 minutes, we've gone down 620, down 542, now down 396. That's in 2 to 3 minutes. That's what's going on here. A wild market. My. Jeff, I just put in a stink offer to rewrite the $7 cash secured puts on SoFi a second time. Exactly. Crazy Porny, I laugh. Someone just said someone started this rumor to get out of the market. Ed Hawkins, thoughts on buying back my Rocket Lab 30 Jan 26 cash secured puts for a $5 loss and selling 20s for the 7-ish neighborhood. The way this Rocket Lab wants to go, I don't think you need to worry about it. We've already seen $18 this morning. We could see 20 this afternoon. By the end of the week, we'd be 22 to 24. You're just going to be going, this is okay. So no need for sudden moves, really. Negative 626. Here we go. Here we go again. Back and forth and back and forth. I wonder how the congressmen are doing. Those stock trading congress people. Are they having fun with this gyration?
Blind stock trade. Blind.
Yeah, okay. JJ, little pop this morning. Be cautious of head fakes. Hostergaard, I made various saving sub-accounts in my stockbroker, one to save for traveling, one to save for big purchases like a new PC and so on. Gave them fun names like I'm an emperor. Ed Hawkins, thanks for the level head today. Hostergaard Travel Savings Account, for example, is Expeditionary Travel Corps. Right on. All right, we're down 710 now, 710 points. Around and around we go. It's 7:29 my time, 10:29 Eastern. Half the bagel has been consumed. I'm now going to start the second half. Giddy up, everybody. Let's see where this stock market wants to go. What a morning we have had. SoFi up 1 penny. GameStop down 17 cents now. We are all over the map. MSTR was up. Now it's down 25 bucks. The gyrations are just as vicious. Supermicro up 172. Nvidia down 70 cents. Tesla down 12 bucks. All right, folks. Let's see how red this market wants to go and how green does it want to go and how red does it want to go. And oh my, oh my, oh my. Option writers making money. Bottom line. My large purchase savings account, Imperial War Machine Project Fund. JJ. Any gold member congressman here by chance? JJ, Senator Blutarski, is he here, Blutarski? Senator Blutarski and that hot wife of his?
That was almost the best part of the movie.
John Belushi riding away in the Cadillac with his hot babe wife.
Dressed in pink. Yes.
Dressed in pink. Oh, yeah. We're down 761. That's 7:31 my time. Thank you all for joining in this morning. We're at 960 on SoFi, up 3. GameStop just went green again, up 15 to 2364. Okay. Hostergaard, my general savings accounts, Frontline Warriors, money for cash secured puts, the Imperial Treasury. I love that. All kinds of neat names. We're coming up again. We're down 591. Just gained 170 points in a minute. We're coming on. Here we go. We're up 35 on GameStop, up 11 on SoFi. We're climbing again. S&P is down 38 points. Nasdaq's only down, well, just broke even. Nasdaq just broke even. Okay, the Dow's down 494. Just gained another 100 points on the Dow. I still have a quarter of a bagel to go, and the market is going green, coming back. Nasdaq just went green, up 6.6 points. S&P down 33. Dow's down 490 at the moment. AI is green. GameStop up 47. Rocket Lab up 56. ASTS 115 higher. SoFi up 17. Dow's down 408. The Dow's down 305. We're coming on here big time. Just went from 761 down 3 minutes ago. We were down 761. We're now down 305 last I saw. What a swing in this market. Wow. We're over 24 again on GameStop, up 60 cents, everybody. Mandu number 5, number 240 on your thumbs up meter. I'm late to the game. I'm moving. I just bought a house. How do you ask in this crazy market? Uncle Bruce, that's why. Unbelievable. Why did I buy a new house? Uncle Bruce, that's why. Giddy up. $981 on SoFi, up 24. Coming on. We're back down 600 again on the Dow. We are really going through wild gyrations right now. Just finishing my bagel, baby. Gotta get those sesame seeds. Lovely. Thank you all for joining in. Welcome to the party, pal. What a morning. We're seeing moves that usually take a week in hours, minutes. Absolutely amazing. Down 701 on the Dow Jones right now at 7:35 my time, 10:35 Eastern time. We're negative again on NASDAQ, 193. Down 80 on S&P. We're down 800 on the Dow now, 803. There you go. What a morning. Welcome to the party. Down 800 points on the Dow, and SoFi is up 2 cents. AST is up 71. Rocket Lab up 15, and GameStop up 22. There you go. What a session. What a crazy session here. Welcome. Congrats, man. Amandu number 5 from Crazy 49er. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thanks again for all your support. Hitting the thumbs up button for me today. Thank you very much. Giving YouTube a notice that we're having a good time over here. Up to 243 thumbs ups have come through now. And we've got 466 of you have answered my question of the day. Thank you for that too. We're down 812 on the Dow, 812, 10:37 Eastern time. My goodness. Keep an eye on your option chains and work your trades accordingly, folks. Option writers, cash strength is where you want to be. Watching that SoFi go to 1050 like that's a sign. That's an indication. This stock is so oversold. A $2-3 move from here is a no-brainer. Back to 1250, 13 and a half would not be an issue. Rocket Lab back to 2021 would not be an issue. GameStop to 26, 28 bucks is doable, very doable. The question of the big markets and the overall sentiment and just, where are we at here? Mando number 5, thank you, Crazy 49er. First time, first generation owner of a house here. Much appreciated. Right on, boys and girls. Continued success on the option writing trail. Love it. Giddy up, everybody. Let's see here. Crazy 49er. Speaking of bananas, I did an online grocery order for pickup. In the morning, I got a confusing message that they only had 8 pounds of the 12 pounds of bananas I ordered. I ordered 5 bananas and bunches. I don't know what's going on here. SMH, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what to say. We're down 9:30 now. This is 15 minutes. We went from 493 up to 396 lower. Then we were down 761. Then we got back to 305 on the downside at 734. That was like in 11 minutes. And then from in the last 4 minutes, negative 300 to 600 to 700, now to 930. So we're.
You should have chewed the bagel slower.
Maybe I should chew it slower. Oh, okay. Well, maybe as I digest it, the market will move up.
It'll know that the bagel is within you.
He already had the bagel. The market can go up now. Maybe the market went up in anticipation of me eating the bagel, and now it's the indigestion. I don't know.
Or possibly it's the real world inflicting itself on the market.
Maybe it's the real world inflicting it. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Oil is negative again, down 55 cents a barrel. We're at 995 on the Dow, down 999. We're back to a 1,000 point drop on the Dow for the moment. Okay. I'm watching a lot of stuff here. Bruce, have another bagel, save the market. Splair, are you a restaurant owner or are you our second Elon with 13 children? You need that much? You need that many bananas? Why do you need so many bananas? Looking good, relax and write, says dude. There it is. Looking good. Relax and just write away, kids. Take the money, take the money, take the money. What can I say? And we're now at down 888, so a little recovery at the moment. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. We're here to watch. Okay, folks, Savage of Wall Street. The kids are awake, and although I love the volatility of the day and could have lots of fun today, I got to be a dad and enjoy my time with my kids. This is why I trade. Have a good one. And Savage, enjoy yourself in Tahoe. Courtesy of the gamblers, keep making the dough and say thank you. May I have another? Congratulations, all of you out there. Keep up the really good work. White House, Lisa says White House, 90-day pause is fake news, says the White House. They're saying there's no way we're doing a pause on these things. Splair, Trump likes fake news. I bet this is his idea. There you go. We're down 931 on the Dow at the moment. See where we end up here. I think the markets are poised for a correction and a snapback. Wasn't expecting it necessarily today, but anything is possible, as you've already seen. A 2,400 swing from negative 1,700 to plus 700 has already happened today, and we're now down 963 at the moment on the Dow index. Wow, what a session today. 1,025 now is where the Dow is, negative 1,025 with at 10:42 a.m. Welcome all to the crazy show. SoFi 948 down 9, ASTS down 36, up 36 cents, Rocket Lab up 2, GameStop down 2. So we're kind of breaking even here. but we're not down the equivalent of 1,000 Dow points on these stocks, are we? Interesting there too. Yes, today's fake news, tomorrow's reality, says Lisa. There you go. It's wild, it's wacky. No question about it. GameStop just went up. It's now up to 960, up 3. ASTS just jumped. It's up 64. Rocket Lab up 12. GameStop just went green again. It's up 14. There you have it. The Dow down 826. Just recovered about 200 points. 826. This is all in the last minute. We just had a 200-point uptick in the Dow in a minute. So there are computer buy programs on the sidelines coming in here, grabbing stock from time to time. Painters? Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining me today from wherever you are. Thanks again for the response of our question of the day. 473 of you doing that. And we have 254 thumbs ups today. Thank you very much for that. That is absolutely beautiful to see as we're approaching now the 300 level for our thumbs up meter. Beautiful, guys. Appreciate it very much. Welcome all to the crazy day that we have going on here today. Trying to stay on top of just what is going on over there in the White House and everywhere else. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's pop this up right here. Down 735 on the Dow, another improvement, a little better. Okay, there we go. We have Rocket Lab green, up 18, SoFi up 2, GameStop up 4. We've got Apple down 750 at 180 today. We are down 1040 on Tesla. Microsoft is down 485. Google only down 8 cents. Amazon is up 158. Nvidia down just $1. Facebook up 96 cents at this point. Supermicro up 157 to 31.39. ASTS up 53 to 2060. AI down 22 cents. Palantir down 75. MicroStrategy down 23.80. Unity down a dime. Goldman down 15.70. Cisco down 75 cents. Spiders are down 8.64. The Qs are down 4.81. Netflix is down 2.70. Pfizer down 71. Arc Innovations down 70. IBM down $6. Uber down 120. HPQ up a penny now. Home Depot down $15. Vanik is down $1.09. Adobe down $8.30 and Enphase down $1.19. That seems to be some of the quotes. It's a mixed bag at the moment on this market, but the Dow now is down just 642. So another recovery going on here. S&P down 61, NASDAQ down 111. And the Dow has come back 300 points, 380 points in about 5 minutes on another little rally. Still down, but another rally has come through. SoFi now up 19 cents at 976. It looks like. Yeah, we're up 19 on the SoFi, up 20 on GameStop. Rocket Lab up 50. So we definitely have some buying coming in on these guys. We're up 90 on ASTS. AI is green again. And MSTR down $19.50 instead of down $25. So there's movement happening here on some of these stocks. Supermicro up $2. So some of them don't want to give up ground. They've got a gain and they're keeping it. The Dow is down now 585. Another bump up higher. Okay. Jen, how are you?
Good.
What you say?
Not much. It's Monday.
It's Monday. The Canadian men, unfortunately, did not win a gold medal in curling. They ended up winning the bronze convincingly, but that gold medal game, it came down to one
The only
final
team that
stone.
beat us in the round robin was Scotland.
And they beat us in the semifinal.
Scotland won the gold.
Canada had one of those decisions to make, like a football coach does in the NFL. You're in the NFL, and there's 2 seconds left in the game. You just scored a touchdown, but you're still behind 1 point. You can kick an extra point to tie the game and go to overtime, or you could go for a 2-point conversion. Well, Canada had a curling scenario where they were behind 1 rock. They were down 6-5 or something like that. And they could have gone for a tie, or they could have gone for the win with a shot that was a bank shot to get 2 and win outright. And they went for the win.
Because
It didn't work out. But
if they had gone for the tie, then you're going the next end. The other guy has the last rock.
as the last rock
And you're not stealing a point from Scotland.
called the hammer. You want to win if you have the hammer. So Canada went for the glory
To go for
win,
the 2 points
but
and
it
the win.
didn't work out. And
No.
so Scotland prevailed, and they ended up winning against Switzerland in the final. And the
Great
Canadians
game.
played
Great
the
game.
Chinese and whipped their butt
It was,
and
yeah.
got gold, bronze. That's
Like you take 1 point, I get 1 point.
that was
You take
Auntie
1 point,
Jen's
I get 1 point.
weekend this weekend.
Yes.
Auntie Jen was really paying a price this weekend. So
Yes.
I went for long walks this weekend to give Auntie Jen the alone time she needed.
At least
To
we were on the
grieve.
podium.
That's true. They're on the podium. They could look up at the gold bagel the gold bagel winners. Scottish are holding the gold medals. Hi, Uncle Bruce, says Scotland. How you doing there, Brucey boy? Hi to all your fans, your viewers. Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh my, Hostergaard, I want to get off of Trump's wild and wacky stock market and tariff ride. I'm getting a bit dizzy here. Oh my. What else is happening here? Today would be a great day to start the sovereign wealth fund purchasing U.S. securities, just thinking out loud. I just seem to recall an EO directing the Commerce Secretary to start a sovereign wealth fund. Crazy 49er, that's so un-Canadian. JJ, your curling baby, they rock. Yeah, those curlers, they do rock. We're still down 585 on the Dow, but we're not losing more ground yet. We'll see if we recover more or stay here or what. Maybe things are settling off a little bit. I don't know. We're down 52 on S&P. We're down 97 on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is down 0.2%. It's a nothing burger. S&P down 0.93. The Dow 1.5 percentage points. So this wouldn't take much to go green across the board. We're green on GameStop, Rocket Lab, ASTS, and SoFi. Green, 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 green. AI is up. MSTR down 20. Supermicro is up 230. NVIDIA is up $1.09. All green there. Waiting to see if this green wave goes elsewhere. Palantir's gone green. Google is green. Broadcom is green. Netflix is up $9 now. Meta is green. Amazon is green here. Unity up 15 cents. HBQ is green as Atlantic Semiconductors, Boeing, JP Morgan, Walmart, Disney, American Airlines, DraftKings, AMC. They're all green at the moment. So we got the markets going the right direction. The question is, what happens next? We're down 399 on the Dow now, back to this 400 level. A little more recovery. And what can I say? This market, the SoFi 990, that stock of yours wants to go higher. It wants to go through 10. It wants to come back to 12, 13. Earnings 3 weeks tomorrow. We find out. The countdown is on, and here we are at 992. It's a bargain. Ed has sent Jen and I a donation of 10 euros. Stack some of those bagels, baby. Dude, here's 10 American dollars for you. Let's go. Well, thank you, everybody, for these very generous donations. They're always much appreciated. We'll give a thumbs up to those for sure. Thank you guys for helping out. We love it. It all goes to a good cause. The Bagel Fund, the Grape Jelly Fund, the Butter Fund. It's all working out. Thank you all for
Sesame seed.
The Sesame Seed Fund. That's right. $9.92 on SoFi now. $21.29 up 122 on ASTS. Rocket Lab up 90 cents. GameStop up 41 to $23.90. And AI up 36 centinos. So thank you, everybody, from everywhere for your support today of this channel. Alrighty, well, that's the story. We will stay on this market here. I'll be watching it all day. Might be on at the end of the day today to give you a recap on where we're at. Stay tuned for that if you like. Again, thank you all for being with me. First thing this morning at what was it? 7:45 in the morning Eastern. You guys need a nap. I need a nap, but we'll keep an eye on things here and see how this market continues to roll along. You know, the craziness out of Washington, I don't know. Anyway, there it is. Thank you guys so much. Have yourselves a great rest of your day. We'll likely catch up with you guys today at the bell as we watch this gyration continue in the meantime. All right. Everyone, have a good one. Thank you, everybody. Charlie, thanks for the encouragement. Uncle Bruce, have a great day to all, and we'll see you all towards the close today, and we'll take it from there. Charlie, neat. Exactly. John, Juan Velasquez, thank you. Uncle B, you got it, buddy. Have a good one, everybody. Jen and I are saying our goodbyes. We're at $9.97 on your SoFi, up 40. We're going through 10 again on your SoFi. Look at this. It's moving. It's all good. It's all very good. Larry, have a good one yourself. Thank you, Splair. Thank you, Hostergaard. Thank you, everybody. $9.95 on SoFi, says Splair. Look at it go. All right, Jen, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, we're saying bye.